Okay, what's going on? This is Cameron, back again with another installment of my daily life, or another installment of interesting phenomena that has been happening lately. Um, as you can see, I'm at school right now on Southern University campus. If for all of you guys that didn't know, I am 18 years old, and I made a video prior to this one about 6 months ago, talking about the Ethereum gold Ormus pills, I guess you can call them, and how I felt at the moment. Of course, those are gone. Those are gone, and I want to just talk about the after effects, or how I feel now due to taking those pills, and everything has just been going uphill from then. One effect that I've noticed, or I wouldn't say symptom, one manifestation that I've noticed was that dreams are extremely vivid, and I'm actually able to remember them now. Like, I'm able to, fly in dreams. I'm not the same color. Like, for some reason, I've changed colors. I'm a giant. All these types of things, and those are usually reoccurring dreams. And I also have, other dreams of like being, a mango tree, or stuff like that. But that's not why I made this video. But that is a portion of what I'll talk about in this video, just to get it over with. The Ethereum gold is great, or a great product for people on the beginner path of really activating them. Those who are on the path of enlightenment and evolution, spiritual evolution, that is. Physical too. But right now, it's around lunchtime. It's 11:36, and I haven't been out just in nature, laying around on the grass or out in the sunlight for a very, very long time, due to things I won't mention. And if anyone who's a telepath, or anyone who has some type of clairvoyant ability, will know what I'm talking about as I project its energy and thought into the video. But I've just been I've been ungrounded for a long time, and it was due to imbalance rather, within my upper and lower chakras. But now, since I've gotten the chance to, this is what happened basically. Okay, so I walked out here in the back of the university, where a lake is. It's beautiful. It's, for some reason, beautiful today. We're approaching fall. That's if we already aren't in fall, and as soon as I touch the grass, I start just cracking up loud laughing. Like, it felt blissful. Like, it felt incredible. So it's still kind of funny now. So I'm walking out. I'm like, man, this is a great place to meditate. So to take off my shirt, I have two shirts. Take off my my thicker long sleeve shirt. Lay it on the ground, and get in my pose, to do a couple leg stretches, a couple hip stretches, get into the lotus position, and I meditate, And a lot of times I have problems, or I get confused, or I don't know what to meditate about or what to meditate on sometimes. My left and right brains are just conflicting, I'm over-rationalizing concepts, etc., etc., etc. But I seem to be one. Like, I seem to just sit down and just blend in with everything. And I know it sounds cliche, like, blending in with the earth and the universal consciousness, but this I actually felt this, like, with my senses, or with my multisensory perception, as Gary Zukov would call it. Let's see if it's still recording. Please let it be, because this is, I feel, valuable footage that should not go to waste. So, without the aid of crystals or anything else, I was able to really tune in to Earth. Like, I was able to ground myself. And make a long story short, I sat down, I closed my eyes, and then I felt a kind of like a small, not a small, but a minute vibration in the lower part of my body. And that's how to know, okay, something's going on. And I can feel like both the sides of my body kind of like, almost like a benzo high. For those who do not know, yes, I do use entheogens. Some of you guys may call it drugs. do your research. You know, I do not have addictive personality, and I feel that they can contribute a lot to the awareness and the consciousness of the universe and to self. You know, they're not bad. Bad just implies duality. I feel that they can be tools to explore the inner realms of yourself and the inner realms of the outer realms, or the realms of the spiritual nature around us, especially with plants. I usually resonate pretty well with plants. But anyway, so I felt the need to lay down, and when I laid down, oh, I felt so great. It felt like I just got like a shiatsu massage or something. Like, man, it felt great. Luckily enough, you know, it wasn't many people out here. Not to say that I'm like some. Well, anyway, it wasn't a lot of people out here, which was a benefit to me because not that many distractions. I laid down on the ground, face towards the sun, and within 5 to 10 minutes, I went into this state where I was awake, but I was able to see in another dimension. I don't know if it was the 4th or 5th dimension. I usually have trouble differentiating the two. From what I hear, from what I read, and from what I research, we're actually three-dimensional beings ascending to a 5th-dimensional level, which is mostly where emotions and like the seraphim angels reside. But this was definitely not the 3rd dimension. So it's almost like portal. So as the more I focus, the more I relax my body, the more I'm able to like channel the energy from the lower part of my spine up into my heart and up into my throat. There was some person. I'm sorry, my phone. There was some person, just like a guy. I don't remember what skin color it was. It was like he was palish white, pale. I guess it was like white or something. And he showed me this book. At first, I just saw this book, this long-page book. He was just flipping it to me, just showing it to me. Okay, and he was, of course, talking to me telepathically. You know, at this point, I'm thinking that this guy, thinks vocal communication is a primitive nature, which. And relatively it is, but, I'm not a supremacist. I'm not nothing's good or bad. So I'll say it like that. So talking to me telepathically, I have no clue what this language was. It was like, and the closer I focused into these letters, it looked like English, but then it was like some mix of Hebrew and like musical notation. So I was like, okay. I don't know the meaning of this, but he just talking to me. Some things he let me know what it was. I don't remember now. Unfortunately, that may be a symptom of the benzos. Yes, I've been prescribed Xanax, but and usually memory loss is contributed to that. That can be contributed to memory loss. So regardless, it was one of my first experiences to what I believe may have been a guide or an angel telling me this and telling me that, and kind of showing me how these higher dimensions work. It was beautiful, and the funny thing is, I was awake. It's almost like I wasn't astral projecting, but I was at the point where my eyes were closed. I can read and I can listen. Not listen, but I can sense what he was saying. He was telling me what he was saying, and it was, as he was showing me the stuff. He was like, okay, knowing that you're not going to remember this, here are some printouts here. Just here are some printouts. And I was wondering, okay, how am I going to accept the printouts if it's like if we're in a non-dimensional realm? I mean, non-physical realm. Speaking three-dimensional, of course. So we're walking around. We're walking out, and he's like, I'm kind of thirsty. But this is what I remember him saying. I'm kind of thirsty. Do you want something to drink? I was like, yeah, come to my house. So we popped up at my house, and I know that physical distance really isn't a problem in the higher realms. It's more of just thought is how you travel. So we went home. I believe I had on my same clothes. Oh, my battery is running low. It didn't shut off. But I'm just gonna hurry up and wrap this up. So I believe I was at his house, and I didn't want to deny him anything to drink because I had some orange juice in my refrigerator. And so he said, hey, so I asked him, do you want any orange juice? I was like, yeah, sure. I said, oh, I'm sorry, man, we don't have enough, and I know my mom's going to go crazy if anyone else, if the orange juice is gone while she's here. So he's like, oh, that's okay. But I was like, oh, here you go. Just have the orange juice. Have some. So the interesting thing is he poured the orange juice in a cup. And as he poured it, it remained the same amount. Like he was pouring it. I'll use this as an example. Okay, this is hand sanitizer. So I'm pouring it into my hand. And as you can see, it's less in there. As when he was pouring it, a continual amount remained in there. It's almost like he hadn't poured anything out. And he drank it, and I kind of laughed, and I think it was pretty funny. And it kind of reminded me of one of the parables that Jesus referred to in the Bible, that he made like, he turned like a fish into like a trillion fish, or I'm over exaggerating, but he turned one fish into many, and he turned wine, like one cup of wine into many. And being that he's an ascended master, I think I'm more than sure he's capable of doing such feats. So that's just interesting that happened. And as time goes on, hopefully I will remember the things that the experiences that happened, and I do plan on doing that more often. Again, this is the first time doing a real meditation outdoors. One thing I do think aided was. All right, guys, how you doing? Unfortunately, this is a continuation of the video that I just made, or this previous video. I was outside and my laptop died. Battery died in the laptop. But what I was trying to say was that the combination of sunlight, the earth, wind, and the energy from the water may have enhanced my toroidal field and made me more perceptible to cosmic energy, and may have enhanced my ability to see in the other dimension. Alchemy definitely plays a big role in metaphysics and spirituality. So the conditions of where you are, your environment, and your health on the inside can make a difference, and is a determination of how or what you experience and why you experience it. So that's all I wanted to say, and thank you for watching. You guys have a great day. Wholeness, love, peace to all. Bye.